they need to confirm, they need to make sure that you are the one for them. I don't know why I'm putting on an accent. I'm wildin'. What's going on, Future Doc fam, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello, welcome. My name is Kristyn and I'm a first year medical student. So today, guys, we're talking about secondaries because guess what? It's application season, and I know either you just submitted your application or you're about to. So guess what's coming up next? Secondaries. Now, let me just tell you, if you ain't do your research on secondaries, you may be surprised about what I'm about to say. But listen, I'm here to help you because ain't nobody tell me what secondaries was like. I was a little stunned when all this went down. I didn't know how expensive it was gonna be. I didn't know how long it was gonna take me. I didn't know what types of questions they were gonna ask. So I was just not prepared, clearly. But I'm here to prepare you guys. So 3 things we're gonna talk about regarding the secondary application. We're gonna talk about price. We're gonna talk about the type of questions they ask and how to stay organized because it is very, very important. So the first thing, price. Each secondary application is like between 40 to 120. And I don't know why it's so expensive. I don't know why we have to pay for another application, but that's just the way it is, and each school varies. So that's the range. That's all I can give you. So please save your coins, sis, bro. Save the coins because I don't even think you can get these waived. I don't think there's a such thing as a free secondary application. So if you haven't started saving, please do that now. So second is all the questions that they ask you. The purpose of secondary applications are for schools to basically get like a second look at you. They want to ask more specific questions regarding who you are, what type of values you possess, what are you looking for in the school, stuff like that. And they want to see if you're actually going to be a good fit for their school. That's why they have to take another step to really get to know you. And I know it's kind of like, but for what? Like, didn't I put all of this work into my grades, all of the activities I had, the awards, my personal statement, letters of recommendation? You would think, but no, they need to confirm, they need to make sure that you are the one for them. I don't know why I'm putting on an accent. I'm wildin'. But yeah, so I'm gonna give y'all a few examples of the types of questions they ask. Now, besides the whole writing part of the secondary application, you also have to fill out some other stuff. Like, I think you have to send in a picture sometimes so they know who you are. So when they invite you for the interview, you know, they already know what's up. They're hip. They also ask other stuff. You probably have to put in some more personal information. It's, you know, busy work basically, but into the nitty-gritty of the questions. So each school can ask about maybe 3 to 7 questions depending on the school, and the length varies as well. Like one school, they were asking for 1,000 characters each. Another school was asking for 200 words. So for example, a question that they may ask you, and I'm not going to read it verbatim because I don't want to get caught up. I don't know if this is illegal or not, so I'm gonna just reword the questions, okay? So insert school name is committed to a collaborative and cohesive environment. How would you contribute to our medical school community with this in mind? Another school has asked, why are you applying to the school? They may just flat out ask you that. And I mean, here's the deal. Some of your answers to the questions can answer other schools' questions. You feel me? So be smart, and I'm gonna touch on that with the staying organized because a lot of these questions are redundant. Sometimes the schools will ask you, like, if you're not in school during this year, what do you plan to do? What activities, community service activities are you involved in? Stuff like that. What is your most meaningful clinical experience? And if you have to use the same one that you use in your personal statement or on the application, that's completely fine. They're kind of expecting that because you put in all of that relevant information into your application, so you don't think you leave too much info out. But now they just want you to like dig a little deeper. I know we didn't ask you to dig deep on a personal statement. I know I told you to do a lot with the activities. What was the impact that you had? How did it impact you? What did you learn from it? But now, once again, you have to do the same thing. And I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. What are 3 professional qualities you believe a student doctor should have? How do your ambitions or values align with our school? Most important, exposure to clinical medicine, same as the one I mentioned earlier. Describe your most satisfying experience relating to community service. You can use an example from your primary application. Honestly, I thought about like, could you take some sentences from your activity section or your personal statement and use it for your secondaries? I wouldn't suggest that, because if they have your primary application and your secondary application next to each other and they see the same sentence, I don't know how they're gonna react. So I just would avoid that at all costs. But like I said, it is okay to talk about the same activities that you did because it's relevant to what they're asking. To all of my DO applicants, there are a few questions that DO schools ask me that are pretty specific to osteopathic medicine. So for example, how did you learn about osteopathic medicine and why is it a good fit for you? Where do you imagine yourself in 15 years? Explain. So those are a few examples of secondary application questions. Now, for being organized, like I mentioned earlier, there are going to be a lot of questions that are the same or similar. So it would be in your best interest to keep all of your questions and your answers in like a Google Doc or a Word document, because you can literally just copy paste. And it doesn't matter if it's on different schools, because different schools are not asking each other, hey, what did so-and-so say to this question? No, they're not going to know. So let's be smart and let's be efficient here, because these applications take a long time to fill out, especially if you're like me and you want to sound as perfect as possible and you overthink stuff. If you overthink it, it's gonna take a long time. So keep all of your questions and answers in a Google Doc so you can just copy paste. I also suggest that you create a spreadsheet so you have the name of the school, you have the date you received the secondary application, you have the date for the deadline, because some schools will give you a deadline. I think about maybe 8 weeks out, give or take. So they're just like, if you don't have your secondary application in by then, we're not considering you. And you cannot miss that due date. You're gonna be tight if you then did all this work on these other applications and you forgot one and the due date has passed. So please stay organized. You also may want to add a column for the cost, just so you can keep a budget going on, because like I said, these application prices, they rack up. So please save your money. If you gotta make a GoFundMe, I don't care, do what you gotta do, but no one is gonna hold you back from getting that MD. You can't let it happen. So you gotta do whatever means necessary to get it in promptly, and so you can get that interview. So that is all I have for you today. If you have any questions, as I always say, either leave a comment down below or hit me up on Instagram at KrisOnMeds. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not a part of the family, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the family. It's good to have you. We're always growing. We're always striving to do better. And we just out here to be great. We out here to serve the community. We out here to get this MD. And that's on period. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join the family. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much and stay safe out there, y'all. See ya.